If you keep making financial progress only to end up starting over again after an unexpected expense, a setback, or a difficult month, you're not alone. That cycle can leave you feeling like you'll never truly get ahead. Stay with me, because I'll show you why this keeps happening and the practical changes that can help you stop starting over financially. The frustrating part is that it doesn't usually feel like you're moving backward all at once. You work hard to save money. You pay off some debt. You build a small emergency fund. Things finally seem to be improving. Then your car needs repairs. A medical bill shows up. Hours get cut at work. A family emergency happens. Suddenly, the money you worked so hard to save is gone, and it feels like you're right back where you started. After this happens a few times, it's easy to believe you're simply bad with money. But that's usually not the real problem. The reason so many people keep starting over financially is that they keep rebuilding the same financial structure. The details change. Maybe this time it was a broken water heater. Next time it's an expensive prescription. Then it's a major car repair. The events are different. The pattern isn't. Many people solve the immediate problem without fixing the financial structure that allowed one setback to erase months of progress. It's like solving the same money problem over and over again. Every setback gets handled. But the financial system that allowed one expense to erase months of progress never actually changes. Money works much the same way. If every unexpected expense forces you to use credit cards, if every emergency empties your savings, if every difficult month causes you to abandon your budget, you're not starting over because you're lazy. You're starting over because your financial system keeps resetting after every setback. Real financial progress isn't measured by how quickly you recover. It's measured by how well your system keeps working when life becomes expensive. In a moment, I'll show you the simple change that helps turn temporary progress into lasting progress. The cost of constantly starting over is much bigger than losing money. It steals confidence. After enough setbacks, many people stop believing financial stability is even possible. They become afraid to make long-term plans because experience tells them something will probably go wrong. The longer this cycle continues, the harder it becomes to build real financial stability because every setback steals money that could have moved you forward instead. Every setback feels bigger because it wipes out months of hard work instead of becoming a manageable inconvenience. Eventually, people stop asking, "How do I move forward?" and begin asking, "What's going to go wrong next?" That's an exhausting way to live. The goal isn't to stop unexpected expenses. That's impossible. The goal is to stop allowing those expenses to reset your financial progress. That starts with changing how you measure success. Instead of asking, "Did anything go wrong this month?" ask, "Did my financial system survive what went wrong?" A strong financial system includes protection as well as planning. That means building your emergency fund a little at a time. Creating sinking funds for expenses you know are eventually coming, like your car insurance. Avoiding depending on credit cards every time life gets expensive. Leaving space in your monthly budget instead of assigning every dollar before the month even begins. You don't have to build everything at once. But each one makes the next setback smaller. Eventually, an unexpected expense becomes something you handle instead of something that forces you to begin again. That's when you're no longer just recovering from financial setbacks, you're building real financial stability. Here's something practical you can do this week. Think about the last 3 times you felt like you were starting over financially. Don't focus on what happened. Instead, ask yourself, what part of my financial system failed? Did I have enough emergency savings? Was I relying on credit cards? Did I have money set aside for predictable expenses? Did I leave any flexibility in my monthly budget? Write down the pattern. If the same weakness appears more than once, that's probably the real problem, not the individual emergencies. Beth learned this after replacing a transmission, paying an unexpected medical bill, and dealing with several expensive home repairs over a few years. Instead of creating a new budget every time something went wrong, she strengthened the one weakness that kept forcing her to start over. She didn't need a different budget every time. She needed a stronger financial system. Once she started building emergency savings and planning for future expenses instead of simply reacting to them, those setbacks no longer erased months of progress. Life didn't stop happening. But it stopped forcing her to start over. If you keep starting over financially, the problem usually isn't that you aren't trying hard enough. It's that the same financial structure keeps producing the same result. Strengthening that structure is what allows progress to last. But that leads to another important question. Many people have organized budgets, track every dollar, and still aren't financially stable. So what's the difference? That's exactly what we'll explore in the next video. An organized budget doesn't mean financial stability. Here's why.